Hi and welcome back. My name is Emily. I hope that you are doing well and I'm so happy that you decided to stop by. For my video today, I wanted to show you how you can take those larger slimline stamps and cut them down into any size that you would like them to be, and also how to take this really seasonal stamp set. Easter is over, so I wanted to share how you can take this really cute stamp set and turn it into something that isn't Easter related at all. So I will create two types of baby cards today. So I will start here by fussy cutting out some of the chicks here just to create a border. I will call it a border die, or sorry, stamp, but that the edges, the upper edge, have whole chicks. I don't know if this makes sense at all, but you can see I'm cutting away all the chicks that are cut off in some way. So now I'm left with this piece that I will color in, and at this point I believe the image is around 4¼ by maybe 4 and I will cut this slightly down a little bit more in a second here as well. So for me, the fastest medium to color with is my Copics. So I chose a couple of shades of Copics. So this is E50 and E53, I believe. And it's not even a yellow combination, it's more of a light brown. But I really liked how that made the chicks look really soft and cute, so that is what I went for. And for my eggshells here, that is supposed to be white, I just went in with some cold grays. I believe it was C1 and C2. For all the parts that are in the background, I did this in a previous video that I shared as well. I just colored in with BG10, a really soft blue color, just to ground my images a little bit. And then I picked a couple of other shades of BG in the BG family and went around. I believe it was BG15 and BG10 that I used for all the other images. So I'm imagining these to be boy. I guess you could send them to anyone, but I was imagining baby boy cards. So, but I will keep it quite neutral with the sentiment, just saying welcome baby. So if you wanted to, you could send this to anybody. And for me, this is one of my favorite color combinations with the teals, so I just love it. And I even colored in that little bear in the teal colors, just to match all of those images in this scene, so they are coordinating with each other. So that when I was fine with everything here, I will take a black marker and just go around the upper part that we fussy cut, just to make that look a little bit more clean and nice. And that really makes this look like it was meant to be like this. It really makes everything pop. So I went in with some pink cheeks here. I believe it's Art 20. And I will also go in with a white gel pen here in a second and just create some dots to some of the parts on these chicks, just to make them pop a little bit more. I just love those little rosy chicks. I think it looks super adorable. So here you can see I'm speeding this up quite a lot, but I'm going around highlighting some parts, as well as I'm doing those like 3 dots in the center of the rosy cheeks, just to make those pop a little bit more. I just love that. I think it's super cute. And I realized here that I had one chick that didn't have any rosy cheeks. I wanted him to have it as well, just to make everything look cohesive and yeah, super adorable. At this point I was super excited and I was like, okay, what can I do to pair this up? What sentiment can I use? And here is what I will use for my second card. But I remembered I had a graham cracker alphabet in my stash, or actually my teammates on Trinity Stamped reminded me to use these, because these are smaller than the marshmallow alpha from Trinity Stamps, and they would be perfect to use on a sentiment, because I was looking for something to heat emboss and just have small on my card. So I tried this, and you will see what I did, but this really didn't end up being on my card, but I liked the idea so much that I wanted to share it. You can see here, if you wanted to, you could use the leftover part here, the black, and then just pair it in with some white letters and paper piece, or whatever you are calling that, all the letters in, so you have the welcome part to be a sentiment that you can use on your cards. So amazing. But unfortunately this didn't make it to my project, but I just wanted to mention that this is a really fun way that you can use these really thin alphabet. So instead I will use the welcome in the thin letters there. I used the black one for the left card and the white sparkle paper here to my right card. And I had this turquoisey color paper, and I wanted it to stand out a little bit more. I didn't want to leave it flat like that. I thought it was looking quite boring, so I wanted to bring some more life into this. So I pulled out one of the stencils from Trinity Stamps. This is the slimline like 6x9 stencil that contains a lot of different polka dots, and I used the largest one, and I'm just offsetting them so it looks like a continuous pattern, and one lighter and one darker, and I did the same for both of these, and then I splattered them off camera. So when I was doing this, I wanted this to be 3 3/4 by 5, so I was struggling here to just make sure with my eye measure that isn't always the best, to get this to be the perfect size. So instead of fiddling with that, I realized that I can use a tool that I have in my stash, and I will show you how I did this. So I have dimensional foam tape to the back of my chicks there, and the other blue piece that we just ink blended on is not at this point having any adhesive to the back. So I'm using my scoreboard here, and I can just lay everything out and make sure that it is the perfect size. And that was super easy. I'm so glad that I realized that I had that tool in my stash. You can use your grid mat or whatever you have in your stash, but I use that, and it really has the helping corners there to make everything super easy. So I'm taking some glue, liquid glue from Nuvo, the backside, and just pressing everything down, making sure that it is as straight as I can get it. And then you can see here I will fiddle around with this. Lately I have been so bad at measuring stuff like this, so to have it in liquid glue really makes a lot of difference for me. It makes it more beautiful. So here you can see I have stuck my sentiments, and I will put some glue to the back side, and I struggled so badly. Up until this point I had used all the tools, making sure everything was straight, but you can see here my adhesive isn't strong enough to hold the letters down, and my glue is stronger, so it's like pulling the letters, making them crooked. I'm trying to keep them down and my finger pulls them up. So I switched adhesive tape and I stick them down, but wait! Then I stick them down crookedly anyway. So this trick should work for you, but it didn't for me because I'm clumsy. So at this point I was so super mad. I wanted to give up. I was like, I ruined this project. I need to create it all over again. I was ready to throw in the towel, but I kept going, and you will see some imperfections in the end. The black splatters really helped covering that up, but yeah, I was super mad at myself at that point, but I saved it. I think you will not notice it in the photos. So for this one I did it off camera, and it worked out a lot better. I used a stronger tape, and then I just press it down once, and that also helped. And then I'm pairing it with a glitter marshmallow alpha here that just says welcome baby, super cute. I used dimension foam tape on the back of all of my images here just to make them pop, and the black welcome is set back, it's just laying flat there, so I really like the play in dimension here as well. I will adhere this straight down too with some liquid glue on my backside as well. On my front panel I should say. So I finish it up with some embellishment, and I black paper with heat embossed baby that I just like tucked into the crew here. And that finished off our projects for today. I hope you like these cards, giving you some inspiration on how you can use your seasonal stamp set in a new way, and maybe create some cute baby cards, because that is a card that I'm reaching for a lot and always great to have in your stash. Until next time, have a great day!